What's up, everybody? Headed out to the range right now. Gonna shoot a little bit. I bought a new 1911 on Friday. Real excited to get to use it. I took some steel plate that I had laying around and made a small target out of it, something low to the ground, and we're gonna go see how that works out. Alright, so here's what we got going on. This is the plate system kind of deal that I made. It's half-inch plate that was going to be used for a previous project. Didn't work out, and I've used it for shooting before. As you can tell, some of these divots in here, but I always have issues with it falling over. So I mounted it to two 6x6s. We've got a TV or a screen, and then this little guy here, bouncing target thing. You just chuck it out, shoot it where it lays. And this is one of my fun projects. This is a AR pistol. It is chambered in 300 blackout. I'm just gonna shoot some Full Metal Jacket rounds today, some cheapo stuff. Well, as cheap as 300 blackout gets, really. Just shoot some of that today. And then what is this toll ammo for? Well, it's for this guy. This is my new Rock Island Armory 1911 Tac Ultra FS. I am super excited for this gun. I've wanted one of these for a while. I have a couple 1911s already, but I have wanted this particular model for a little while, and I picked it up. Got a really good deal. This is chambered in 45 ACP, the Lord's caliber. And yes, I am going to shoot toll ammo out of it. Why? Because I want to make sure that it's going to function on anything that I give it. I will shoot the cheapest stuff as long as it works. I don't care. So I'm going to start with that, and then I've got some brass case cellular below, I think, ammo, and I'll use a little bit of that. I'll get the target set up and we'll get shooting. Alright, let's take a look, see how she did. Well, my target's holding up pretty good. So I had one, that was from me drilling something earlier, so one low, one hit, one hit, one hit, one hit, 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 and hit. So pretty much everything on target. I think this one was like my second shot. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everything on target. Only had 8 in there. So let's keep smacking this. See how this holds up. I'm liking it so far. Alright, let's talk about this little beauty for a second. This is an AR-15 pistol, 8.5-inch barrel. This is not a stock. This is an arm brace. Oh, it looks like a stock, but it's not. So, anyway, it's chambered in 300 blackout. I'm shooting, I think, 145, something like that, 145, 155. Full Metal Jacket rounds that I've just had for a while, ready to get rid of them. And I have no idea where these iron sights are at, so I'm going to keep the rounds low. I'm going to see if I can hit that squirrel. We're only, I don't know, 15 yards, 20 yards. So we're going to see if we can hit that squirrel. I think we hit him. That computer monitor looks hostile, so we're going to see if we can take it out. I think we did it. Well, I was curious to see how well this thing would hold up, and here's my answer. that's part of the 6x6, and you can see the screws or the bolts have backed out a bit, and I have no idea what this is. I don't know if maybe two shots hit each other. That's kind of goofy. You can see one of the rounds there, and so yeah. Anyway, gonna tighten these back up and get back to it. Alright guys, so we're back at home, and as you can see, these plates did not really hold together. This one stayed bolted to its piece of wood pretty well, but it's even a little bit warped. My guess is from the 300 blackout. Those things can hit pretty hard, and especially full metal jacket rounds, they tend to deform things a little bit. So I ended up recovering essentially 3 projectiles. I've got one of the full metal jacket rounds from my 300 blackout, and 2, I can't hold those up like that, 2 from the 45 ACP. So these should be 230 grain. I might need to find the box. I think these are about 145, but let's find out. So I've got my scale here. It's already zeroed out. 229.6 grains for this particular 45 ACP, and 229.4. So basically retained their entire weight, which is pretty cool. I doubt those are reusable, but I mean they're pretty solid. There's really no deformation on these at all. There's just one slight bump in this one. That's it. The points on them are perfect and everything. I have no idea. So I've learned that wood does some really weird things with bullets, and you'll often find if you just shoot into a pile of wood, you know, get a bunch of 2x4s, stack them all up, and start shooting into them, and you'll find these everywhere. It's really cool. I have a bunch over there, I believe, that are all recovered from from shooting some 9mm a while back. So let's see about this 308 bullet here. 147. So I would say that was, if you look at the back of this a little bit, you can see it's kind of deformed there. So my guess is that this little squish just squished out some of the lead. But that, or that's added mass from something else, and that this is actually 145 grain. Either way, pretty cool to check out. So kind of my review of this 1911. I shot about 150 rounds total through it. I did 100 rounds of toll ammo and 50 rounds of the cellular and below. And no issues, none, not a single. About the only issue I found with this was if I were to, you know, bring a slide back, pop in a mag, and slowly try to drop the slide on it, the first round would kind of dip forward and push into the feed ramp instead of going up. But then literally if all I had to, like, so if that happened, and so say the slide was only about like that, you know, partially forward, I could just bring it back the rest of the way, drop it, and it would feed just fine. So most of the time I don't slow feed a gun. I normally just kind of let it drop. So the chances of that really being an issue, I'd say goose egg. No failure to fire, no failure to ejects, even with the toll ammo. I did shoot limp-wristed quite a bit, about 16 to 20 rounds, just to see if I would have any failure to eject rounds. I've been told that can prove that there's a bad extractor. So far, so good. I'm hoping to start reloading this gun, reloading 45 ACP, so I can shoot a little bit more with that gun. And I'm gonna get some more stuff to reload 300 Blackout so I can plink with it more. The sights, I mean, granted we were really close. The sight, it was shooting probably about 6 to 8 inches low, which, like I said, we were pretty close range for that setup. So I'm not too surprised. Anyway, I'm gonna probably clean this gun, lube it up with some. I bought some Lucas Oil gun lube, so I'm gonna try that out, see what happens with it. Same thing with 300 Blackout. But that's just about everything. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and I'm gonna try to push out some stuff this week, but things are kind of busy, so it'll probably be next week before we have any videos. But thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later.